Welcome to the Bookworm Bindery. We are doing a Finish It Up Friday, and my Finish It Up Friday today is, pardon me, an interesting one. I came into the possession of a ton of gift cards, and they came with envelopes that were beautiful. Now, some of them obviously came with just plain envelopes. It might be plain color or it might just have been white. But some of these envelopes were really fancy. And so what I've done with them is I've taken those envelopes and I have cut them. If I can figure out how I did this. No. Okay. That's because it goes like this. I cut them in half. This was an envelope that looked like this. So think this, only a little plainer. And I cut it in half because I'm going to make pockets out of these. Now, this is pretty. It's a little on the simple side. This one was prettier. A lot of pictures only had something on the one side. But with this one, I also really liked the back of it. So while it does have a little bit of printing here, probably inventory information, that can easily be covered with a trim or something. So what I have done is I have done a ton of these. I keep saying ton, and it's obviously not literal. I'm going to set these aside. But I have probably done 75, 100, maybe not 100. But by the time I finish the ones that I have left here and the few that I haven't gotten cut yet, I'm sure there will have been over 100. So I'm just going to show you what it is that I'm doing with these because I'm not doing a lot. This is where the design from the card has kind of bled onto the envelope, and it just comes off nicely with a white art eraser. So what I'm doing with these, like this one, which I want to use this way. Okay, got that taken care of. All right, so honestly, what I've done with a lot of these is I have simply closed this. You could certainly do it with a wet sponge or a glue stick. It's just what I happen to have here right now. And of course, you do want to make sure that you don't close up this envelope. Well, it's not an envelope anymore, it's a pocket now. Some of them I have left just like that, the ones that are really fancy. But I did go ahead and bring out a couple of the ones that I'm going to want to decorate. Now, this one, for instance, had a beautiful back, but one moment here. There, that didn't take long. Cat needed to be let out of the room. Anyway, the back was stunning, and the front had nothing on this side, and on this half it had some lovely floral something. So in this case, I'm not going to be using this side. This is the side I'm going to glue down. This is the side I'm going to use. So I thought, well, this would be a fun one to show how I'm doing what I'm doing, because really some of them I'm not doing much of anything, and it seems a little cheaty. I will add I will add decoration to this before I put them in a journal or whatever. But sometimes you're just not sure what you want to do, and you think, well, I don't know if this is going to go in a gardening or a flower specific, or this one might be going into an all things pink, so I'd want to be careful what I put on it. So, okay, so that one's done. This one's done. Nope. This one's done. I should put them to the side. This one had a really pretty back, but a prettier front. So we're going to use this. I can't even tell you. I look at these sometimes and think, I think I've already done this one because I've done so many of them. And it's nice because it's kind of rare that they would, like, the both halves would be the same. Some of them were so plain that I didn't even keep the other half. And I just, well, I shouldn't say I didn't keep it. I didn't put it in this. I probably put it over in my, oh, this is nice paper I can use. All right, so there's that one. This one, unsure. I'm probably using the back side because this front side isn't as interesting as the other one. And yet, you know, when you look at it, it's really pretty on the front side too. So if it goes in the box just like this, then I know that when it comes time to use it, I have an option. We'll see. This one's really pretty, and the back side is really pretty. So there's lots of potential for some of these. So I just cut them, decorated some, and, well, cut and glued them. Decorated some, left some ready for later use. And I had this stack left on the desk. Now, let's see. I want this one. Different shape back. This one just, I don't know, seems to cry out for a butterfly or three. So that's probably, okay. That's what I had for the ones that were cut and hadn't been glued yet. So this is what we're dealing with today. Let's start with this one. So I pulled out some papers and tags, or some labels rather, and I am so close to being done with all of the butterflies on this one. I just can't help myself but want to use them up. So let's see, there's that. Put this one up here. Just kind of looking at the colors that are in, what's going to make a nice look to it. I think this one will be good. Now, this one we're going to have flying off the edge. This particular card of stickers is very sticky. So I did not run these over a glue stick, which is the better safe than sorry method. But because this card of butterflies was very sticky, I didn't worry about it. Although when I go back and I'm pulling ephemera to put in journals, I tend to look at things, just kind of double check. So if anything is a little bit loose by then, which could be in 2 weeks, 2 months, I would hate to think I still have these in 2 years. Perfect. Then I would just re-glue if I needed to. Okay, let's ink this. Right now, the only thing I have out is sepia. So let's pull out our green, and this is fern green, I'm pretty sure. Yes. It's archival ink by Ranger. I have a big stack of ink and two, what did I do with my little dauber? To kind of ensure that I use colors, not all of the time. I literally keep about 3 or 4 or 5 out on my table. I have a little tray. So, you know, the next time I'm doing some inking and I pull a green, it might not be the fern green that's out anymore. It might be something else. And it helps keep my ephemera looking a little less consistent, I guess. Redundant, perhaps. Now what I'm going to do is find a glue paper. Okay. Some old notes. Not a glue paper, an ink paper. And just kind of color the inside edge. So that one, ready to go. this one, and I don't want to, well, I do want to do the outline in green because there's green, the outline, the inking, because there is green in the center of the picture. So yeah, we'll just pull that right out. Yeah. Okay. And then when we're looking at this one, I came up with a bit of just blue, looks like tatting, but it's some kind of a lace. And I want to glue it onto this edge. Do want to make sure that I don't close up my pocket. So what I'm going to end up with these, for the most part I've found, is that they're either going to be set up for right side page or left side page. And I do have a few that seem, I can't get this right side up, that seem like they could be put in on a diagonal, you know, or could be put in. I didn't have any really long ones that I could like put up the whole side, but anyway, however that all works, I figure they'll go nicely on the right side or the left side of the page, and I seem to have a lot of each, so I don't think I'll get bored. Okay. Sometimes I have to remind myself that when somebody purchases a journal, or even just looks through them for inspiration if they're not buying, it's the first time they've seen something. If you make 4 or 5 items that are virtually the same, you can be really bored with it by the time you get there, but when people come to see them, they're new. So I don't have to worry about that too much. So again, there's definitely space here that I could decorate in, but sometimes I feel like simplicity is nice, and there's certainly room for me to add on to that, or for whoever purchases or receives these, you know, the journals that these are in, that they can do some customizing as well. I'm not going to do anything with this because really, I don't know. I can't make up my mind. And I just reached in and pulled out some trims. I didn't pull out anything with greens. So I think this one's just going to go in plain. Here we have one like the blue. Not the same picture. This one's a tree. Maybe a cherry tree in spring. Maybe. And this one's a lighthouse, but it came probably from the same set because it has the same cool stuff on it. So this one, I have a similar trim, a little piece of lace with an end. Really, there is. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing with this. So the nice thing about this kind of thing is it's got a beautiful, it's got a beautifulness to it. I didn't ink it. That's okay. We'll do that next. And it can definitely be decorated, but it also can just wait. And I think it could be used like this. So what are you working on? This is what I'm working on, obviously, my Finish It Up Friday. Are you doing something fun? Are you finishing a project or getting ready to start one? I've started 2 in the last month. I do not know where the month of May has gotten to. Seems to be passing quickly. Okay. I think I will ink this up with the sepia. Seems to be a perfect match. You cannot know how happy I am to be finishing this project up. Because I've done so many. But there we go. I'm not going to do anything with this one either. So these 2 are going in plain to be played with when it's time to use them. And these are going in. Oh, I didn't get this one done. That's terrible. Let's get that done really fast. This one's going to be going in also decorated up and joining their other many brothers. But a fun side or top loading pocket. So if you glue it down completely, then you have a side open. But if you glue it down in a C shape, you have the inside of the envelopes plus behind it. And if you glue it in a U shape, you have a top loading as well as a side loading pocket. So very handy and a nice way to use decorative envelopes. So, oh, this is the one I wanted to use for that. Add some of this. I'm going to glue it along this edge. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up and you're still here and you've enjoyed this, you're not being just driven nuts, please hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It helps with the algorithm. I know everybody talks about it and everybody probably gets tired of hearing about it, but it's what keeps us out there. It's what keeps us being brought to your suggestion page. And there we go. I like it. So, yeah, do the things. Participate. Leave a comment. It's unbelievable what that does for us. The more interaction that our viewers have with us, the more that YouTube is willing to spend time, not money, but the more time they're willing to spend on putting us out there for your viewing pleasure. So, there we go. Okay, let's see those all laid out. Move the other stuff back into place. Ta-da! This is it. And then these will join them. Thanks for coming in and watching. Have a great time playing with your papers.